welcome to another AMA with Kadena Project Network. In this episode, we will be speaking with the team from Easy Robots NFT. This conversation was recorded on July 8th, 2022, live on Twitter Spaces. The views and expressions in this AMA do not represent the views of KPN directly and are not to be considered as financial advice. Please make sure to do your own research on the projects presented. Also make sure to follow our account to be alerted of new uploads. Now let's get started. Enjoy. So today we're going to be speaking with the team from Easy Robot NFT, Easy Robots, I guess, because there'll probably be a lot more than one robot. And very excited to learn more about them. I've been loving their artwork style so far. I've been loving all the different robots that they've been showing. So very excited to talk with them today.
And it's very nice to be here. Unfortunately, I'm Corvina. I'm the co-founder and artist of the team. Unfortunately, the other co-founder is unable to participate as well, as he has a big problem with his mobile and having a dreadful delay in his Twitter space participation that doesn't allow him to participate that much. So I'll be speaking for the team. And
happy to at least have you here. So
shall I introduce myself?
Sure. Just like I usually say, just maybe a brief introduction about yourself, the team, and just a kind of, like I say, the 30-second elevator pitch about the project of just kind of a quick summary of what you plan on doing. Sure.
Well, as I said, I'm the artist, so I'm the one that's been doodling the little robot. I've been in the NFT world about, let's say it's the 7th month I'm the NFT world, so quite young in the space. It's been, I saw it, and it was DWEX, the one that the other co-founder and the mastermind behind this project, that actually showed me the crypto world and the NFT world, and so he brought me in, and I just joined on the possibility to draw something fun. Also because I just love the way the NFTs are drawn and all the various artists behind them. So I'm the artist. DWEX is the co-founder, and he designed the project. In our team, we also have Rarities, which is our Discord manager and networker. And then we have our 2 mods, which are Divine and Don't Judge Me. And so yeah, about the project, Easy Robots is a part of Squid Invasion, which was our bigger project that we had in. We come from Terra, from the Terra ecosystem, and we started there with Squid Invasion, and then we moved and started Easy Robot, which is part of Squid Invasion, but we will be launching earlier. And in a second moment, we will have the 2 projects getting linked to each other and being interconnected. And about Easy Robot will be the first one, as I said, will be the first one to launch. And it's a easy DAO project based on a Treasury division, and which is directly connected to the NFT. As I said, it's we have I drew 3 kinds of NFTs. So we have the merchant robot, which is the one that is featured in our logo, and has also been circulating a lot as a picture with its cartoony style and steampunk influence. And but we also have 2 other type of NFTs that will be circulating soon, which are the mercenary, which has already been disclosed in a sneak peek on our Discord. And then we'll have the nobles. And each class will have its role inside our DAO system. Should I continue? Do you want to ask something?
Yeah, no, that's great. No, I was just saying it's more. I'm envisioning this. There's a few other projects I know that on other networks that have done this kind of thing where there's different tiers and roles that do different things, and so I'm assuming then that each of those are going to have their own traits and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm very excited to see what they're going to look like. I've been sneak peeking a little bit around at what the robots and all the other different types that you've shown so far are going to look like. So I love this idea of different, instead of it just being one, here's our NFT, it does one thing and that's all it does. You have different tiers and options. Brings a little bit more excitement to things.
So yeah, we wanted to bring some a fun twist to the DAO project that we are creating. So we started with a fun little bot, and decided to integrate it into the DAO system. So what we basically will be doing, we will have our treasury divided into 4 sections, which you will be accessing by through your NFT. So the NFT of the the owner of the merchant NFT will be accessing the merchant's DAO, which will have its own treasury and will be focused on pre-mint projects, on searching and buying on newly minting projects, whilst the mercenaries will have, as a focus, will have NFTs that are post-mint. And to access these 2 DAOs, you will have you either need for the merchant's DAO, you will need obviously the merchant's NFT and the noble NFT, or the noble NFT. To access the mercenaries DAO, you will need the mercenary NFT or the noble NFT. So there's this fun idea of the noble being able to access everywhere. Then we will have the general robots DAO, which will focus on various elements, general elements. And then we will have the Guile DAO, which will be the DAO dedicated to sub-communities that will be, they will be become after post-mint and will be decided by community.
Oh, I love the idea of the nobles being controlling of all of them, kind of like, so I assume then that the nobles will be the rarest of the NFTs in the series.
Yeah, we will. So that's why they haven't yet been disclosed. We do have a sneak peek of the mercenary, but the nobles is yet to be disclosed. I'm still giving some adjustments, and so yeah, they will have the rarity will be still has to be decided, to be honest, but there will be some differences.
Awesome. So going forward, it's going to be pretty much a DAO-based project. So you're going to be getting in on new NFT projects as they drop, buying them into a treasury. Now, do you plan on maybe auctioning those off to community members in the future, or what that will be what the mercenaries decide on, I assume, or the nobles decide on?
Well, for the moment, we have the general outline of the various section of the treasury, so the various DAOs I illustrated earlier. But we aim to be a classic DAO. We haven't yet discussed how we are gonna if we are gonna do what she said with the community. We will be including the community as we have for for who in the participants may not know how a DAO works, it's a complex scheme based on roles and discussions, but has a speculative base to it. So we will be buying and eventually selling, and but everything will be done through some standards and some rules that will be previously decided and will be discussed together with the community. So our aim is to give a structure, but then move on with our community. As for who doesn't know this, DAOs are decentralized autonomous organizations, so it's not completely decentralized as a system, but is guided by the community. So roles, particularly active community members, will be the ones that will be more involved in the discussions, in the processes, and yeah, we want the different DAOs to be able to be sort of autonomous. So each DAO will have the goals I explained. So either before mint projects, finding before mint projects and buying at mint, or either find projects on the that have already minted and buying NFTs directly on the market, or the guys will be focusing on sub communities, which will give us will give different NFT owners different goals, and inside the DAO will allow also a more specific management of the treasury.
Awesome. I've always loved the ideas of DAOs because of the fact that crypto is about decentralization, and NFTs especially are about community. And building up a community and letting the community have a say is, I find, very important in an NFT project. Now, like you said, the DAOs are in a decentralized fashion, but they're not a fully decentralized system. There is obviously going to have to be some kind of centralized system running it, centralized party running in the background, but it doesn't mean that they have any more say over the average holder of an NFT or someone in the DAO, depending on how you set
May
your
I ask, with
parameters.
your NFT project, have you built more than 2 cross chains for Anonymity, or are you still in the early stages?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry, my connection glitched, I think.
I said, how many cross chains does your NFT project has for Anonymity? Are you still in the early stages of development? You cannot answer that question, which is totally understandable.
Well, we are still in the early stages, and we are still developing the roadmap. We have the cross-chain elements. Are you referring to Squid Invasion, the project I said earlier from Terra?
No, I just joined this call because I'm already developing projects as myself. I've been in the Kadena Ecosystem since before 2020, before the $20 pop. So my main goal is just to understand what your end game is with this NFT project, because the share price of Kadena has fell since the introduction of NFT minting.
Okay. Well, our end goal
main thing is anonymity. My main question is, what's your goals towards securing the privacy of the end user, and to not have another situation like OpenSea occurred, where people's private information got leaked?
Okay. That's a very interesting question. I'm not sure I'll be able to answer. I'll do my best. As I'm the artist of the project, I'm in the crypto space for 7 months now. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna be. We still have to decide yet where to launch and when, and for the anonymity of our holders. Everything will be managed through Discord. So we are still about the holders of the NFT and how to be able to distinguish between them, to be able to direct them to the right DAO. I at the current moment, I do not know how that's gonna be working.
I strongly recommend that you guys have API keys for each user. If you still have a very wishy-washy try to way to secure people's stuff, yeah.
Well, we will be working on that, obviously, and but
Again,
it's not my competence. DWorks is the one that works with this kind of things, and I will be surely asking. And I welcome you to come to our Discord and talk with us, talk with DWorks directly. He's always happy to answer this kind of questions. I'm not the best person at the moment to really fully answer your question without sounding weird.
I respect that.
To be honest,
no,
I want you to have your full.
If you don't know a question, you shouldn't. If you don't know how to respond to somebody's question, I respect how you approached it, saying I don't know how to go, and I reference you to my colleague. That's how a professional is supposed to.
I'm sorry, everyone. I hit the wrong button. Go ahead and unmute yourselves there. Sorry, I did not mean to do that.
No,
I unmute myself.
It happened.
Buttons get. I got big thumbs.
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
Don't worry. I really want to answer your question, but at the moment I do not have the means to be able to fully answer questions without being weird or mixing up myself. But truly, I warmly invite you to come on our Discord and discuss it with us in a global chat. DWorks will be happy to answer. Also, Robin, our community manager, they're the ones that are more into the crypto world and understand better than me. I'm more into the artistic side. I draw. I love to draw. I like to see the different NFTs, but I'm less into the more mechanical part, the more tech part.
Most definitely. Thank you for your time, and I have a couple other questions, but it seems you guys are still in the early stage, so I don't want to put my foot in my mouth.
Definitely, I would definitely make sure you connect with them though on Discord. It kind of sounds like you guys could probably both benefit from each other. So
yeah,
that's what it's all about. It seems like right now with Kadena is all these projects helping each other, since we're so early in the game that maybe you can bounce an idea that someone else hasn't thought of, and it'll click together, kind of like Stuart and Will coming together and clicking together.
Sure, I think that would be great, and it's really nice. It's really nice to be challenged and to be able to find new solutions to different problems. And
that's only going to make your price of your projects even more. Just adding those extra layers of protection. Just letting you know ahead of time, because I'm already, working with other developers.
So yeah, please do come to our Discord. We would love to hear more. I would love to hear more about this, and my colleagues are better equipped to answer your questions. And also, this Saturday we also have the Steel Games. So there's also some fun going on tomorrow on the server. So
what is it?
We have the Steel Games are a series of games we host together with another project. This time we're hosting it with Kadena Kongs. And basically what we do is we alternate servers playing games like Rumble, Drawiz. To be honest, I really don't know how to pronounce that. Drawiz, Trivia, and Poker. So on one server, you first play, like on our server, you will be playing Drawiz, which is a game where I'll be drawing a word and people can guess. And on the other server, you will be playing Rumble, which is you react to a bot, and then the bot invents a fun storyline on how the various players get killed into, like Corvina killed Dewix with a cucumber, or somebody just tripped and broke their neck, or somebody put a python in the sleeping bag of someone else, and in the morning they were found half eaten. So we love to play that game on our servers. Next one will be a trivia on the 2 projects, and then poker. I mean, a fun poker game to close the game night, and you can win whitelists or G's and so on for both projects. So it's a really fun night. So please do come, do ask the questions, and join us for the Steel Games as well.
That sounds awesome. I was actually, that was going to be one of my upcoming questions, was about those, because I was going through the Discords and noticed that you guys were going to be hosting this in part with Kadena Comms. And yeah, it seems like lots of fun. I know that I've been caught definitely lots of times playing lots of fun games on all the different Discords I'm in. I'm in probably over 50 different Discord channels right now myself. And I've always loved going in and playing those games. It's a good way to keep your community active, keep them coming and keep them around, keep everyone talking to each other, and just have a little fun with each other. Because a lot of the, like I said, a lot of the NFT space is built around community, because if you don't have the community behind you, supporting you, sharing the word of your project out there, because it's just, you know, there's so much stuff out there right now being talked about and launched that you can get just drowned out and lost, you know, within the rumble of the NFT space. So you have to have that, you know, driven community behind it that believes in the project and wants to see you succeed, so that they can in turn succeed as well.
Yeah, I completely agree. And building community is one of the most entertaining, and it always pays back to building the community. And the games are the best way to get people interactive, because obviously everybody is on 100 servers, has 1,000 notifications coming in from the different projects, so you can't always be everywhere. So you select the ones that do bring you some the little extra, the little thing that you do for your community. And the Steel Games are something that we love to bring to our community, because it brings us more together, and also allows projects to share community and have a fun afternoon or night together.
Definitely. Now, since I have the artist on today speaking with me, I would mind asking a little bit more questions about the robots themselves. Now, this is going to be, I assume, a generative type NFT project where you're building certain traits and layers, and then they're going to be just randomized throughout that certain type of NFT. Is that going to be correct?
Yes, that's correct. We're going to have different gadgets to the robots. We have different weapons that we are slowly showing and doing sneak peeks of. We will have a gadget element to the external from the robot, something, a backpack sort of thing. I think we did release one of the backpacks, steampunk backpack sneak peek at a certain point. We will also have a variety of skins to the robots. All 3 types of robots will have a main base color, and then different colors to their armor. And also we will have some really rare armors with particular elements. So like we do have one that has been worked on, which has sort of the cursed runes all over the body, or the blessed ones, which will be coming out. And So there are all these little elements. We will have something on the chest of the robots. So sort of let's say a medal, an engraving. We're working on this kind of. I'm working on this kind of thing for the robots. But the most fun part will be the all different skins, all different armor colors that will be then randomized. So it will be you will be able to either have the whole armor with like the shoulders and arms in a certain color, and the head and the torso in a different color, and or they will be mixed together. So it will make for a very fun and varied NFT.
For sure. I'm just looking through right now, in fact, some of the sneak peeks that you have on your Discord, and yeah, some of them look absolutely amazing. The helmets and the different skin combinations, and that's one thing that I'm sure you as an artist, have you guys ran any generative like runs to see what comes out with the layers you've made so far? Because I know, speaking with a couple of other projects that have done like, you know, little test runs of like 1,000 just to see what they come out with the layers they have just been kind of blown away with the creativity that can come with just putting a bunch of randomness into a computer and just letting it print out a bunch of whatever it wants. Have you had any chance to run anything like that yet?
We did that with the skins. There's a sneak peek of it into the in our Discord as well. It's a GIF you can see, and in the GIF there are some different armors that have been mixed and matched together. It's been incredibly fun to actually see how the different colors work together, because when you're doing the skin, for example, or the weapon, you can't actually tailor it to a single element. So our main featured bot is the classic steampunk colored one, but we will have a purple one, a gray one, we will have a bluish one, and obviously, once you have to mix the various elements, amazing color combinations come out. And we have done that with skins, not yet with the weapons and the sword, but yeah, we will be doing it and probably giving sneak peeks of that very in time, yeah.
And I'm also noticing a few different backgrounds. Are you going to be doing multiple backgrounds as well as different layers?
We will have different backgrounds. We decided, for the moment, we decided to go for some neutral ones that we saw. Since the NFT, the robot is very detailed, it's quite difficult to find the right background that avoids becoming too messy. So we decided we'll go for classic neutral backgrounds and have some more elaborate ones to be the rarer ones.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I just know that a lot of people that are into NFTs, especially ones that are in it for the art, especially get into, you know, very much into the rarity hunting of them. Have you guys come up with a defined rarities chart or anything like that yet, or are we still deciding on, you know, finalizing a set list, I guess I could say?
Well, we have discussed Rarity, but in the end is when you do the actual mixing and matching process that the actual Rarity pops out for us. So we have something in mind, but it will probably be mixed and matched till the last moment, to be honest.
Oh, for sure. With generatives, you're not going to know your final rarity count for each NFT that's done until they're actually minted and out there. But you should be able to come up with a simple like, okay, we have a dozen different traits. You know, there's only so many of this certain trait, so many of this certain trait. So then you could kind
Oh
of
yeah,
judge a
cool.
basic rarity based on that.
Yes, we do have. We do have that. We do have some of the. I say we do have some. We have the written down. I think I've got it on my desk somewhere. The various rarities of the different pieces. Some depending on the looks. We will be giving the various elements. Yes, we will be giving some. Some will be less there, more rarer, and some will be common. So we'll probably go with the common, rare, legendary type of division.
Yeah, that sounds exactly what I was thinking about, because that's when it comes to people who buy things, especially like these generative ones. A lot of the time, the floor price for certain things can also depend on their rarities. Like some people will put up, a number one rarity for a high amount of value, but it all really depends. Like if that rarity would bring you any other more utility within the project itself. Is there any plans on anything like that? Like the more rarer of robot you have more say in something, or you get a larger portion of something. Like, is that going to be a factor in the DAO
Um,
side?
We haven't yet discussed about that part. We're still working on the. I'm still working on the drawing, so we haven't yet discussed how various elements, the most rarer elements, if they're going to have a specific role, if they're going to have a specific utility to them. No, we haven't yet discussed that. But the main focus of the DAO will be in NFTs, basically on NFT speculation. So buying and investing in other projects on in the ecosystem. So it's more than being focused on the Rarity itself, which is gonna still be there. Obviously, because it makes the marketing the NFT makes it exciting. We also talking about Rarity. We are going to have a guide DAO section, which will be dedicated to sub communities. So particularly rare or favored traits will have their own treasury inside our their own dedicated treasury inside our DAO. So it is something we are investing in the different NFT Rarity and elements, but it will be community guided. So, for example, you have a certain amount of robots that have the blessed trait, and a blessed sub community comes out. You never know, and that sub community, once declared and well established, will be receiving its own treasures to invest into the in that kind of trade, or to decide how the funds will be allocated. So it is something that we are taking into account. I can't yet at this stage tell you specifically what kind of element will give what kind of utility.
No, that's quite all right. Just like got to start somewhere, and it sounds like you guys have actually got a good plan set in place and good ideas on what you want to do and accomplish. And I'm just happy to hear that it's community driven and not just here buy our art and that's all it is to it kind of thing. Because
No,
it's going to come down to utility in the NFT space for the long term projects that want to stick around and be part of the Kadena community and help grow everything.
Yeah, and that's why we are actually linking our Easy Robot project to our other project. When we had another project that we were going to launch in Terra, which is Squid Invasion, and they're fairly different projects because Easy Robot is a DAO project, and in its roadmap, we already have established that it will get linked to Squid Invasion, which is a project that has a more different that we are going to bring into Kadena, and Squid Invasion is a project based more on a panning system. Its main system is based on a bucket price system that gives back value directly to the NFT itself. Basically backs your NFT with a certain amount of USD. And these two projects further along the roadmap are going to be linked and intertwined. We still have to. We are barely in the early stages, but we will bring the two projects together, being separate projects but linked. And in the second phase with the Easy Robots roadmap, there's also the fact that Easy Robots will receive another set of funds from Squid Invasion, because we see Easy Robots as part of a bigger picture, and it will become a sort of the asset manager of Squid Invasion. While Squid Invasion will be running on its own, will have a section directed to investment, a section directed to pawning, and also we were going to launch. Squid Invasion was going to launch a real life card game. So there's a lot more to it than it comes to the eye. But so a fun fact is that we named our project Easy Robots. Mainly robots, obviously, because we have robots as our NFT, but Easy because Easy Robot is our second project that we're launching, and compared to the first one and how we were gonna be intertwining the two projects, it's easier but fun, and the two projects will be linked together. So yeah, we do have a lot programmed for both Easy Robots and our project. So yeah.
And Easy Robots is also your forte into the Kadena ecosystem, correct?
Yes, it's what brought us. We decided to start anew, and Easy Robots was already in the plan as a project. Obviously, at the time, it wasn't. We yet didn't know where it was going to launch. We already had decided that we wanted to expand onto other chains, but yet we hadn't decided. Terrace collapse gave us the best of opportunity. Looking around, searching for places, and DWEX and Robiness were the ones that have been analyzed. There's been days of creating lists, and Kadena was the one that was more tailored to what Easy Robots wants to be, to the community, and also to the fact how it's still yet early in the NFT market, it's developing, thriving. So that was what brought us here.
Yeah, it's a good choice picking Kadena right now, mostly because of the fact that it's just a budding ecosystem right now. Even just Kadena as a whole is just budding, but the NFTs on a system on top of Kadena is really just starting to take off and get traction. So if you can get your foot in the door now, get your project going, get the word out there now, you're going to be much better suited and better set up for the coming future. And once Marmalade gets all wrapped up and gets like finalized and completely out there and start getting more packed tutorials and things like that created. It's just you're just gonna see a flow. Just the floodgates will just open up because it's just such a great protocol to build on top of, and just provides you with all the different tools that any project needs to pretty much build anything from an NFT to you can build a DAO, you can build all types of great things using Kadena right now. So getting in right now is like getting into, you know, Ethereum NFTs way back before even Crazy Kitties and stuff came out. It's like getting that early into the game. So it's very exciting right now, all the stuff happening, especially in Kadena. So very good choice, I would definitely say. I think a lot of the people were pushed away from Terra after the last little debacle with them. So hopefully a lot more flood this way, because we're more than welcome to bring them on over to the Kadena family, that's for sure.
Yeah, we also invited our obviously our followers over, and it's obviously Terra was quite harsh, the Terra collapse, but yeah, the community here on Kadena has been really nice, and really something that allows you, something that has allowed us to build and thrive, and it has been truly truly nice to be here. So yeah, I would invite any project to come here. It's a great place, and I mean, I'm seeing this from the artist side, but I also, as a co-founder, I've been discussing with DWEX how Kadena is going. We have been looking around to the different projects, and we found some amazing projects around. And what is being built here is really something that allows us to look on the long period.
For sure, and it's just been such a welcoming space I've found with Kadena. I've been speaking with all of these different projects, and they've all said the same thing, that everyone's just been so inviting and so helpful. Along with partnerships and things with other projects, would you be open to maybe doing things like one-off traits inside your NFT system? For example, maybe like another project's logo on the chest of a robot or something like that. I find that doing cross promotions within each other's projects can sometimes be very promoteful towards, you know, cross-breeding of communities.
It's certainly something that we had on Terra, so it was integrated in our first project, Squid Invasion, and yeah, we probably can do something like that. I would have to discuss it with the other co-founder, but it's something that we would be interested in doing.
Or maybe even like a background. So it wouldn't even be part of the robot. You could have, like, you know, another, like a Kadena Kong's like graffiti on the back wall behind the robot, or, you know, something like that, which would be much simpler to do and wouldn't affect the robot as much, but shows, like, you know, that both communities, you know, are working together.
Yeah, I think that will be something that we can surely work on. We have been for the moment we have been focusing on the game type of collaboration, but yeah, it can be something, I mean, that we can integrate. I mean, we are going to have a cucumber trait in our collection, so because of our favorite game on our Discord, which is Rumble. So we have a cucumber trait. I had drawn a cucumber weapon in for Squid Invasion. So I think we can integrate almost anything in the robots. So yeah, it's something we can discuss with other communities, other projects, and see if we can do it.
Now, that's another thing that I was also going to ask about with these robots and the three different, I guess you could say, versions or levels of robots. Was any plans for gamification in the future, and possibly building like, even like a magic role-playing card type game, maybe with using these guys, where you could like battle them against each other.
Well, it's not. I do not know about this, to be honest. We haven't yet discussed so far as to bringing the doing an AC robot card game. We were already focusing on the Squid invasion card game, but it's something I can discuss with my with the co-founder. I mean, to be honest, I think the robots would be quite fitting for a card game. But yeah, it's still too early to say that we're gonna definitely going in that direction, definitely going into that direction, as we have recently released our medium, and we haven't yet disclosed the full roadmap. So for the moment, it's something that could happen, could not happen. I can't specifically say yes or no.
No problem, no problem. Just thought I'd throw out the question and maybe even get the idea planted in the head if it hasn't already been there, because it just seems like gamification is going to be another big step. The metaverse is being all the rage and seems to be what the future is kind of leading towards, especially with NFT integrations. So just trying to see how many projects have that, at least in mind in their roadmap, or just kind of, yes, we're considering that. So it's good to always keep the different paths available that are open to you. Now, like I said, though, the metaverse and all that stuff right now is still in its complete infancy. Like, we're way more infancy than even where Kadena is at, or NFTs are right now. So it'll still be a few years before that'll even be a possibility anyhow. So it's just, something I'd like to always ask. So is there any... Oh, go ahead.
Just saying that I think it's something really nice. I hope many projects bring the metaverse in. It's really fun and it attracts a lot of people as well.
For sure, it'll be interesting to see if, since Kadena can handle such transactions so fast and has the capability of scaling and all that stuff, it would be a perfect blockchain to build a metaverse on top of as well. So hopefully, maybe, once we start building some more traction, hopefully that'll be in the pipeline, perhaps either for the main team or some community community cooperation or something to come together to build something like that. It would be very interesting to see, or even, some kind of cross bridge that you could bridge over to an EVM metaverse or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see what the future has in stake for that aspect of the ecospace.
That for sure. Can't at the moment say anything about something so specific, but yeah, we're here to see how everything evolves and to start evolving together with Kadena. So yeah, something that we as a team is something that we really would love to see to the space. For the moment, we're focused on building the DAO, bringing to life bringing to life the system, the structure. We have already decided for it, and then bridging our other project together. So that's what our main focus is for the moment. But yeah, I mean, we have been working mostly with Squid Invasion. We have been working on going different direction, as I said, the backup price system, the pawning system, the card game that we will try to bring here to Kadena, and which was going to be a real life card game. We had we were starting to prepare prototypes, so we were quite far down the road on that. and then link it, intertwine it together with the ETC robot and its speculative NFT speculative system, together with the DAOs and the various sections. So we are very inclined to build. So yeah, it's something we love to see, different people building and different how the seeing the metaverse here in Kadena would be something amazing.
Well, we are right now definitely in a building stage of time in the crypto space, because people aren't too interested right now so much in investing. So this is the time for people to put their heads down and come together and just build, because really it's given an opportunity where there's no real focus. You're not pushed. You don't really have that weight upon you of just that comes along with the craziness that can be a bull market in this space. And I assume that once the next bull market does happen, Kadena is going to get a lot of attention. So it'll be nice to see that projects now that put their head down and work really hard and build themselves up now and are ready for that, get the recognition and just explode along with it. And hopefully Easy Robot will be one of those projects.
Yeah, we hope so. We're definitely here to build, and here to expand and bring our own little thing to the place. And so yeah.
Awesome. So you got your Steel Games coming up tomorrow with Kadena Cons. That's happening in your Discord. Is there any other kind of events you guys have in the plans that you can tell the community about, or any kind of other little sneak peeks that you may not have mentioned so far?
Well, I have about the events for the moment. We have the Steel Games with Kadena Cons. We're going to concentrate on those, all the various juggling the moving servers and so on. We also have listening in Rarities, which is one of the best players we have on the servers, master player of the Steel Games, to be honest. And for about sneak peeks, I'll be showing one of the gadgets soon enough. I'm checking. We'll probably be trying to publish another video of the drawing process as well. I did try at the very beginning to post one, but actually Twitter decided it was sensitive content and obscured us, which was quite fun because it's a robot. But yeah, we were obscured, I suppose, for robot nudity.
Yeah, Twitter algorithm can be kind of silly for things like that, it seems. But yeah, that's extremely funny that it would get flagged for that.
Yeah, don't tell me. I just finished putting all of the videos together, time-lapse video of the drawing process, and I found out that it wasn't going to be seen unless you had are one of those that has actually clicked on being able to see sensitive content, which was really annoying, to be honest, because it was supposed to be something fun to show the community, and Twitter decided it was sensitive content. So maybe Twitter has a thing for robots. You never know.
Well, from the whole Elon Musk thing, we found out that Twitter does seem to have a thing for bots. So maybe it took offense to your bot, saw it as a threat.
Could be. We're trying to take the world with our bots, and we get obscured for nudity, robot nudity. Sorry.
Just another case of Twitter, keeping down the little guy and censoring the information that they don't want you to see. This must be something about your robots that are going to be big in the future, and Twitter is trying to hide it now. That must be what the problem is.
Could be.
Well, thank you very much for coming out and speaking with us today. I learned a lot about the project. I'm very excited about, like I said, any project that involves community is going to be something that can stay the test of time, because as long as you have a strong community behind you, nothing is impossible. You can come together and tackle any mountain. So kind of like the things that we're doing here at KPN of just trying to bring people together, bring the community together, and just help each other build this great ecosystem and a great future together. So I'm very excited to hear that you guys have a lot of good goals in mind, and can't say anything more about it. Excited about the future for you guys. So hopefully everything works out, and you're more than welcome to come by KPN at any time, and we'll definitely, help promote, help share some tweets, and get you guys out there.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me on this Twitter space. It was really nice. It was challenging at some point, but yeah, I really enjoyed it, and we do enjoy being able to talk to the community, discuss with the community. So anyone listening in, please do come to the server. Please do ask the questions, and also share the projects that you are interested in. We are interested in knowing whichever project you are minting at the moment, you're looking forward to, and please do come, and we love to discuss things together with our community. So feel free to join and discuss, especially and flex your NFTs. We love people flexing their NFTs, and I really love seeing different art. And really, thank you, KPN, for having me here. And what you're doing in the ecosystem is amazing, and we really appreciate it. All the team appreciates it, and we appreciated being here.
Well, thank you very much. We're very happy to have you guys with us. Now, if you guys want to make sure to check out everything about Easy Robots, you can click right on their icon right in the Twitter space right now to go to their Twitter page, and there's going to be a link to their Discord there. You can join through, go through the media, check out some of the cool pictures that they've posted there, and make sure when you join their Discord to jump into the sneak peeks and check out all the cool little pictures of the robots and the different aspects that they've released so far. And stick around for tomorrow's Steel Games with them. So thank you very much, Easy Robots, for coming by tonight, and everyone for stopping by and listening. And thank you very much. Hopefully have a great time in the future, and stop by again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
That wraps up another amazing AMA. Thank you for listening. Here at KPN, we strive to bring an open platform for projects being built on Kadena to present themselves to the community. Please ensure to do your own research on each project before investing. Also, make sure to follow us on our social media, from Twitter to subscribing to our weekly newsletter. All the links can be found directly on our SoundCloud profile page. Thank you very much for listening, and take care.